Hey, I want to make a quick video for you because on how to set up the RAID controller. It can be kind of confusing at first, and there's a couple things I can show you that will, depending on if you haven't worked with this controller before, this will show you how to set it up for a new drive. So anyway, what I wanted to show you first was this is the RAID controller screen. To get here, you hit Control R on boot, and whenever you add a drive to the system, this is where you need to go to first initialize it and set it up. Even if you're going to set up just a RAID 0, meaning like no failovers, this is where you'll need to go to first get it visible to the server. So what I did is I added a drive that already exists here. There's a couple different screens. Up here we've got the virtual disk management, physical disk management, controller management, and foreign view. You just hold down Control and hit N for next or P for previous screen. And what we see here, let me go to the next screen. Physical disk. There we go. We see we've got a 500 gig Seagate attached, has a foreign RAID configuration, and has no errors, which is good. So hit next. And here we've got the controller defaults showing versions. Skip to next. Okay, here's foreign view. This shows where this disk was in the previous configuration. In this case, what I did is I put it in the wrong slot, so it would basically show up as foreign. And I want to show you this because this is how to clear things out. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the configuration, and the reason for that is because I want to show you how to clear out the configuration that gets loaded in there as well. So going to the next screen again, virtual disk, we see controller has no configuration. We have an option to go to the foreign config. We can import it. We can also, in that case, I'll go ahead and do that. So we're pressing F2 for operations. We can clear the current configuration, and which is what we want to do when we first add a new disk. We can also import or clear an existing configuration. I'm going to go ahead and import it just so you see what it looks like when it's imported. Okay, it's going to complain, and I'm telling it to, so there we see the outline of the previous one. Okay, and it looks like it was just one disk. Okay, so that's what that looks like. As always, everything is threatening and serious because these changes can definitely cause problems unless you're starting with a brand new system, which is what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and practice. We're going to hit F2 for operations, and sorry, let me go ahead and clear this out. So I'm going to hit clear config, and it's going to warn me, are you sure you want to clear the current configuration? I say yes, because I'm going to start over. Okay, there's no configuration, and that is taking care of our configuration on our disk as well. So next, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to the physical disk management. So here we see that we've got the drive in slot number 1. I'm going to go ahead and move it to slot 0. Should disappear in a second here. There we go, no disk available. You can always hot swap, beauty of the RAID controllers, of course. Just lock the new drive in. And this is what you'll experience when you put a new drive in. Okay, and looks like we cleared the previous configuration. Here we see it's in slot 0, 0, 0. All right, operations, nothing here. So let's go back to our previous screen. And we need to make a minimum of 1 virtual disk. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to say create new. Actually, I'm going to clear the current configuration because I want to start from scratch. Okay, now we'll hit F2, create new VD, virtual disk. So first we select this drive, and we select others if you want to add more. Here you can change how big you want the disk to be, give it a name. I often give it something identifiable with what server it's in. It's good to label these things, but it's also good to put things like what slot they're in. I say 0, 0, and I say I'm out of space. Okay, no problem. So I'll say RAID 0. All right, and depending on if the battery is complaining or not on the RAID controller, it'll let you know at BIOS. You can force it to write back with no battery if you need to. These batteries probably, most of them are good. If not, if you get a warning, go ahead and force write back with with no battery, and what that'll do is it'll greatly increase performance. Also, it's possibly a good idea to replace the battery on the RAID controller. Very inexpensive, very easy to do. Small NiCad battery that basically just ensures that the data gets written even in the event of a power failure. All right, so it's telling us we should initialize new drives. I'm okay with that. Here we hit F2, initialization. Start initialization takes a long time. I prefer fast initialization, where it just clears the partition maps. And done. It never hurts to do a full initialization, but it does take a number of hours. So, and that is it. So we hit escape. Want to exit? Yes. And that's it. Control delete, reboot, and we are set. All right, that's about 6 minutes. Give me a call if you have any questions.